Welcome back to Why It Works. I'm Joelle Martinek, owner and photographer of Ginger Soul Photography in Los Angeles. We today are going to take a look at this image of this beautiful pregnant mama. So the first thing we're going to look at is where the horizon is, right? So the horizon line cuts right here through the photo. So it is at a pleasing place, cutting like where her body is, right? So if it had cut somewhere like here, right, you can see where it feels like we strangled her, or even if it cuts here, it feels, again, just like we are cutting her body across. I'm going to get rid of those two lines. Perfect. So it's a good spot to cut through, right? You could even cut a little lower, but that's where it was. So I did crouch down a little bit to make sure that her body was cut with the horizon in a good spot. And then the next thing we're going to look at is we're going to take a look at where the lighting is. So the lighting is coming from over here, right? The sun is right there. So that is what we are calling directional lighting, right? So from where I'm standing, the sun is not behind me, which would be front lighting, or behind her, which would be back lighting. So it's coming from that direction. And what that does, right, we can see her face is really beautifully illuminated. Her shoulders are really beautifully illuminated. And then that beautiful belly is also illuminated. And then the shadows sort of fall off behind her here, right? So creating a little bit of contrast and just allowing us to really feel where that light is. Now, I also had her lift her face up towards the sun, right? So I don't know, it's a little chilly here in LA today, so it feels a little bit warmer right there. So we sort of feel like we're taken into that photo, right? And then another thing to kind of look at is, I'm going to go back to this horizon, right? So with this horizon here and with all of this sky back here, it creates that beautiful negative space that I love. So, again, just really highlighting the subject. I did choose to leave her really centered in the frame. Often we talk about the rule of thirds or, some of that, but I really thought with all of this beautiful nature around her, right, all of this sort of like greenish brown grasses, and then all of this, I don't know what these are, but I do love the texture of them here in the foreground. So all of that, I did choose to leave her centered in the photo. I felt like it just was the right composition for that. She is also facing away from right. So if we read from right to left, sorry, we do not read from right to left here in the United States. We read from left to right. So we're sort of reading the photo, right? She's facing that way. So our eye continues to travel along this canvas, if you will, right, going through. So it feels like a very pleasing composition in that way as well. And then the next thing I love about this photo is I do love all of this in the foreground, right? So obviously this blurred out bit right here was these little flower things that were a little closer to my camera, right? And then you have them very in focus over here. I don't know if you can see that, but over there, right? So which just creates depth in the photo. It's not one flat image. A lot of time, it is a 2D situation. So a lot of times photos can feel a little bit flat, but putting something just a little bit more in the foreground helps with that depth. So that is why I think this photo works. Please make sure that you like and subscribe. I'd love to hear your comments down in the comment section. So leave me a comment there, and I hope you're having a great day. Thanks so much.